I'm sure most are familiar with the definition of deception, such as the act of causing someone to accept a truth or valid what is false or invalid, the act of deceiving, the act of misleading another through intentionally false statements or fraudulent actions, dishonest or illegal methods that are used to get something or to make people believe something that is true when it is not. But why waste time going through dictionary definitions when we can see a clear-cut example?
Of talking about democratic mandates, but does the First Minister not recognise that last month 55% of Scottish voters voted for candidates opposed to another independence referendum, and that you want to listen to the Scottish voters, and that level of opposition.
Order. Let's hear the question, please.
That level of opposition has not changed one iota since 2014.
First Minister.
Well, Mike Rumbles might not have intended this, but he's actually just made an argument for having a referendum so that we can put that to the test. We stood on a mandate and on a platform to offer an independence referendum and give people.
We stood on a platform to offer a referendum.
Sticking to this, that Section 30 demand will be delivered to Downing Street, whoever happens to be in it, before Christmas. And, you know, that is because it is vital that Scotland takes control of our own future. Right now, our future has been dictated by Boris Johnson, who himself is enthralled to Donald Trump. That's not the future I think the majority of people in Scotland want. We can have a better future by being independent, and that's one of the big issues that's on the line at this election.
She never ran with a mandate to offer an independence referendum. She made it quite clear time and time again that her intention was to ask for permission. Her plan was to demand a Section 30 order paper. But there was a lie within a lie. In amongst all that, yet more deception at play from Nicola Thin-Lipped Sturgeon about all she's good for at this point, if she's not peddling UN globalist bullshit. However,
that to the test. We stood on a mandate and on a platform to offer an independence referendum and give people the choice.
Claiming that you stood on a mandate to offer an independence referendum implies that the people in Scotland want independence. So why is it in two separate articles written by Nicola Thin-Lipped herself on the SNP's cringy website does it say the following? The general election last month showed once again that the overwhelming majority of people in Scotland want to remain in Europe. Which one is it? Now in another article, the general election last month showed once again that the overwhelming majority of people in Scotland want to remain in the EU. Two different articles, but the same BS. On one hand she claims they ran on a mandate for an independence referendum, and then on the other hand she's claiming that the majority of support that she gained from the general election just passed showcases people wish to remain within the European Union. This has been a common theme since Thin-Lips came to power. Seems to have a speciality in deceiving and manipulating the Scottish electorate. Anything to ensure she stays in power so she can continue to carry out the UN's orders till 2030 at least.